Afghanistan is gone, with all the resistance, with all the fights, with all the advocacies, with all the gains we had past 20 years. It's gone. Now we don't have a country. We are all homeless. We are all left without identities, and our homes snatched from us. Well, the day Kabul collapsed, I was at the I was at the electronic ID office to get electronic ID for my youngest child, who is an infant of 11 months old, because when Herat fell, we were warned that we only have 2 days to act fast and get passports or get on a plane and go out. So I was there around 10 or 11 a.m. I got a call from my family that Taliban are inside Kabul, just run. So the first thing I remembered that my showroom, I have a clothing brand where 6 girls were working with me, that my girls are in danger. Also, I got a call from the girls. They were crying and screaming, what should we do? So I sent my husband and my kids home, and I asked my husband to pack every important document from office and home and get ready. I ran to the showroom, which is located in the Kartechar and the elite area of Kabul, the most popular area for freedom of people, where people lived their own life in their own way. So I ran there. The girls were so scared. The only thing I remember that in our showroom, in our clothing brand, we also had some abayas. So I quickly asked them to wear their abayas, black abayas, and wear their masks. And so I gave them money, their 1 month salary in advance, and I tried to get taxi for them. But by then the Taliban are in town, and so much fear in the atmosphere. And my girls are Hazara girls, and Hazaras have been targeted the past 20 years. And it's predicted that the Taliban's first victims will be Hazaras, Shias. So they all live in West Kabul, and no taxi was ready to drop these girls to their home, to the West Kabul. I had to take them to their home myself, and then ran back to my office, take a laptop and all the documents and everything, and then ran to home and only pack a small bag for my 3 kids and a few all our documents, and leave the home, because everyone knew our address. For almost until the day I succeeded to cross the Taliban checkpoints and all the obstacles to reach inside the airport, I was in hiding. And in my house have been ran over by the Taliban. My offices have been raided by the Taliban 4 to 5 times. And how I reached the airport, 3 days and nights, almost 2.5. I was outside the airport. I tried multiple failed attempts to cross the Taliban and the people in the crowd and to reach the gate, but it was impossible. So many times we have been run over by the crowd, and we have been shot at by Taliban. They even hit us with the hunter. They broke my nose with hunter, and their back of the gun. They hit me. My kids fainted so many times from the heat and exhaust, and it was horrible, and it seemed impossible to cross. But finally, at the last moment, when I was giving up, and my youngest child, who is an infant of 11 months, baby Maria, she fainted, and she fell unconscious, and even with so much try and CPR and everything, she wasn't responding. So I was so devastating, and I was cursing myself for putting my kids through all these things. One of the European embassies guards pulled us up, and they gave CPR to my kid, and she responded finally. I will not stop updating Asia Times. I have never stopped updating Asia Times. If you check on Twitter or Facebook, it's being updated constantly. And now that I am outside, I will do my best to keep people updated from the ground realities. I have my people in every province, I have my sources, and I will use that to expose any injustice happening in Afghanistan.